Oh yeah, guys, this is a fun one. It's leaking out the bottom. There's no hope for that. There's just, you gotta swap it out with the new one. There's no fixing it. So don't even try to tighten something up. It's not gonna work. So here you can see well, not yet. You can see the trap and everything's really high on the drain. I'm surprised it even drains at all. But yeah, take this nut loose, get these two screws out of here. That 90 will come off. Not a big deal. That's why there's so much water in there. But you'll see later on in the video that it's just it's not pipe right. It's all uphill, kind of weird looking. Then you gotta take off the connection for the dishwasher. This one's a pain. It doesn't want to come off there very well. It's kind of stuck on there. I gotta take the screwdriver and pry it off. Sometimes they do get stuck on, depending on the age and the whole deal. So this is one of those. It didn't want to come off, but I made it. It didn't have a choice. A lot of times you can twist it, but it'll come off there. You just gotta give it some persuasion. That's all. Just a little bit of persuasion. No big deal. Get that screwdriver in there and pop it off. Oh yeah. You gotta get this one all disconnected. It just swings off to the right or to the left, sorry. You can use an Allen key or a screwdriver or something. Just pop that ring to the left and it'll pop out. There's a little groove in there you'll see. Dump some of that water out. Now it's time to do the electric. I'm not sure why they don't make these Phillips yet. They're still flathead, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I wish they'd be Phillips, but they're not. So this one's a Phillips. You take this off to get to the power. You got that green wire, a green nut right there is a ground wire. You got your hot, black, a white's a neutral. So these wires are just color for color. When you go to put it back, black to black, white to white. Just gotta unscrew this thing. It just threads in there a little bit. Sometimes you gotta loosen these screws back up a little more to get that thing to turn, to get that wire loose. Get that thing to spin out of there so you can get these wires out. Make sure you hold on to that connector because you're going to put it back in on the new one. Get that thing out of the way. See that drain? That's all crooked. Look at that thing. I don't even know what happened to it. Here's the new one. Take that screw out. Get those new wires back up in there. Sometimes these wires are a little tricky to get back in there too. They don't want to go in correctly, so you gotta fiddle with it for a minute. You just gotta mess with it, that's all. Takes a second. Just remember when you hook these wires back up, black to black, white to white. The other wire is the ground. That'll go on the green screw. Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to get these wires back in there. Sometimes it's the hardest part of this whole job is getting the wires through there. If you have needle nose pliers, that'll help. Today I didn't actually have it in my bag. They were somewhere in the truck, so that's why I didn't use them. But yeah, this thing just threads in there. Get that thing all tightened up. Get it put back together. Get these wires hooked up. Sometimes you can tape the wires when you get the wire nut on there. You don't have to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends how I feel on that day. Yeah, make sure you connect that ground screw. You want to make sure that's on there. Get these wires all hooked up. You can always get new wire nuts if you wanted to, but these looked actually like they're in good shape, so I just kept the ones right there. There's no point in getting new ones if they look good. Put this cover back on, make sure you don't lose that screw. Tighten this connector back up. Flathead screwdriver. That thing keeps slipping out. I wish it was a Phillips, but it's not. Oh, this is a little time consuming. It's not a big deal. Just take your time. Tighten everything up, make sure it's all right with the wiring. Yeah, it's time to put the disposal back in place. There's a little groove up there for this bracket, which you actually see that I haven't fixed it yet because it's crooked. I didn't realize that till I got done with the job, and then I had to fix it. Things happen. Yeah, this drain is going so uphill that I'm surprised they even drained at all, which is kind of weird, but that's how they piped it, so. These, you can use a flathead screwdriver or a, nut driver if you have one. Either one will work. I just use a flathead screwdriver. And if you go to put that dishwasher connector back on, make sure you knock out that piece in the top before you hooked up that hose. Because if not, your dishwasher won't drain. Gotta hook that dishwasher hose back up. Don't forget that. Don't want to forget the dishwasher hose. That'll be a callback when it floods the house because they don't know that it's not connected properly. Now it takes a flathead or a nut driver, whichever one. They both work. Alright, so I'll fix the dishwasher bracket in a second once I realize it. Between me, the camera, the dishwasher, or the garbage disposal, it was a little tight, so I didn't recognize it at first, but I always run water and check for leaks, so that's when I saw it was not anywhere on the bracket. But here in a second, you'll see that I fixed it. It's all good now. See, it's all on there, no leaks. Happy customer, they got their sink back. So, thanks for watching.